is actually one of like his better characters, maybe even better than his Cloud.
It's a bit of a tier list jump going from BJR to Cloud, to say the least.
Oh yeah, like a little bit. You're only jumping like 50 characters. But okay, here we go. Smashville, game 1. The Ditto. Uh-oh.
And we see the Tweek and Twerk tags from Captain Zack and Tweek.
Oh, that's actually pretty adorable. But big damage coming out here in the outset. It looks like this blue team is getting off to the hot start.
I'm really actually interested to see how the punish games between the two Bayos come into play, because if one of them SDIs out and has the resources, you know, they're going to be so high when they start those strings.
It'll be an interesting way to watch this develop out over here, but it looks like red team getting big. Looks like they have really different confirms out of like the long lingering hits that each team can land, but it looks like First Blood going to Team Blue, finding the back air, taking him out.
Oh, and just like that, Salem trying desperately to save him there, and ends up actually hitting Mew2King with the up B.
And aggressive limit usage gets punished here by Mew2King. Big ol' punch to the face from Bayonetta here. Big damage. Not enough to kill yet.
No, but that's going to be enough to do it. That outwards facing up B is so dangerous versus Cloud, and blue team really kind of running away with this right now. That bullets? That had to be in a template. It's really unfortunate too, because that was a stock. A witch time like that on the ledge at above 100%.
Whoa!
Oh my god! The lingering fair hitbox. Everything that can go wrong will. Murphy's Law at play in this set.
Yeah, this is a statement game 1 from Tweek and Captain Zack. That anything you can do, I can do better. Turn of phrase comes to mind at the moment. Okay, but that's going to be a big edge guard coming out here from Mew2King, getting big damage. Oh, the turnaround!
Oh my god, he went for the dumpster though, trying to get the second hit of the up B.
And again, very aggressive limit usage from Mew2King, as we see. Only using it to get like 16% on a Tweek at low percents.
And this is looking rough for red team right now.
That's a good trade, and turns out, for blue team, even though it was Mew2King who initiated the trade, because when you're up stocks, you always take trades, and that's another stock gone. This statement victory from Captain Zack and Tweek.
Oh my god. Finishing touch? No, finishing touch! Why? Why didn't you do it? It was so good. That was pretty dope.
Okay, that was super cool.
All right. Plan A failed. Insert plan B. But, man, that was kind of a wash.
That was they ran him over, man. That was just coming in with the dump truck.
Someone needs to stop. Someone needs to stop these kids.
Tweek and Captain Zack, they are playing possessed at the moment, putting on a show here in game 1 of Losers Top 8, and they want to keep their bracket run going. Salem and Mew2King, I feel like we were talking about this before the cast started. I feel like both those players are like easily at least top 10, top 15, top 20-ish doubles players in the world, but they really don't have much traction yet when teaming together. Like their results teaming together are not as fantastic as when they team with other people, because we've seen Salem team with Ryuga from Michigan get crazy results in that team. We've seen Mew2King team with
wow. I don't think
Sheik.
I've ever seen Salem Sheik.
But you know, they said something's got to change, and so it looks like Salem is the one who has to change. We've seen Mew2King though team with players like Zero and Ally and get crazy results in those teams. I remember him teaming with Trella at Endgame, a tournament in Chicago, and doing very, very well. I'm
a little upset that Salem switched to Sheik, not because I think it's a bad idea, but he switched to the worst possible skin. No one should play Mustard Sheik.
Well, it's working out for him so far. Starting an edge guard, not enough to take out Tweek. He's sneaking back onto the stage.
Yeah, sneaking back, and Captain Zack lurking in the background too, so Salem didn't want to commit too hard to that.
That is true. Captain Zack is so slippery. Like he'll just be putting on pressure on the left side of the stage, and then just sneak over to the right when you're not even expecting it, and then like land a kill because he's Captain Zack, and he can just do that whenever he wants.
Yeah, that's one person that I expect to be picked up pretty soon. I'm not sure, like, I'm sure there's people in his DMs right now, but I'm really curious to see who's going to be the one that gets picked up, or who gets to pick him up.
Yeah, Captain Zack, the only free agent on this screen right now. We have plenty of sponsored players here, and looking for an interesting extension there with the second afterburner kick. Not going to find its mark.
Oh, but that down smash did, and M2K takes out the first stock of Tweek.
This is a marked improvement from game 1. This red team already looked much healthier at the outset of this. But they cannot like let down their guard for a second here. This blue team, they strike violently and very quickly, and there's a connection out of the cross slash with the up smash. Captain Zack answering back.
Yeah, now we see just the slightest of leads for red team. I mean, because in a blink and you miss it, Salem will die.
And he's got to watch out for this limit Tweek here. Limit Tweek is very scary, but not going to go for the back throw. Instead, opting to just get stage control and presence of mind, and maybe a 1 versus 2 on a Mew2King.
Well, really, the forward throw honestly was the best option there because you saw M2K running in, and so instead, Captain Zack, you know, seeing that, uses Salem as a projectile to prevent the entry.
Okay. I think that was intentional guns. He used the guns to knock him up at a particular angle so that up smash worked out.
That probably explains what happened in game 1 too. So glad we saw that resolved. Oh, that would have been disgusting.
That would have been really gross, but Tweek missing the timing slightly. And Captain
Swing
Zack's
bada one after another out of here.
That buys Mew2King some limit too here for the next series of trades. And then he throws out immediately because he's Mew2King.
Oh, man.
In Chicago, I always like to say, like, measure Cloud's limit usage on a scale from Mew2King to Ned, where Ned holds onto his limit the longest, and Mew2King uses it as soon as he possibly can.
Getting it. I mean, I think there's value to both, to be honest, because in doubles, like, you want to get as much damage on as possible to set up into your kill percentages, but at the same time, you know, those stat buffs are really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay, great DI coming out from Salem, knowing how to get out of the Bayonetta tricks.
And Zack had to eat that vanish there from Salem because he was just so out of resources.
And this has worked out to kind of an even-ish series here. We've got like, okay, now it's really even with only like 1% there for a minute separating these two Clouds, and it looks like they're the ones who are really getting bullied here each way. But great up air from Salem, sneaking in. Bayonetta overextending, taking the punish.
Ooh, good witch time there. What's going to be the follow-ups to it? Double back air is not going to be enough. And now we just see both Clouds swinging at each other.
They'll pay.
Oh my god, the footstool too?
I think if he just let it ride. Oh, I guess it's not going to matter. An insane conversion again. This blue team does not know how to quit.
Captain Zack, you're so good.
That was ridiculous. Not enough to kill.
I love the reverse up air there that you see a lot of Bayos do in that position because it's not the easiest input to flip.
Mm-hmm. But it switches the way they fly out of the cyclone, and that's very important to knock them away from the stage instead of into it.
Salem kind of in a bad position here because he could hypothetically take out Tweek stock pretty quickly, but in doing so would prove to be impossible now. Good follow-ups there. Do we get a dance, or is that just for singles?
I don't know.
Can we get M2K to do the dance? Please?